Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 41 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You can see me just logging in here. Last episode I think I left off and ate some of the last of my honeyed bread. So there we go, got myself a few more pieces of that stuff, nice. Gonna go check on my apiaries over here. I think I teasered at the last few moments of episode 40 that I did get a new type of bee. And if you check over in this chest here, I found out I got a diligent industrious hybrid. The industrious bee is the final bee in the industrious chain with the diligent and unwary drones. And they'll be producing some cool stuff for us rather soonish, I think. Also want to go check on my nuclear reactor. Got that thing up and running last episode, and like I said, I do have plans to do a Cosmic reactor in the near future. I wound up actually doing some work in my test world, coming up with a nice design, and I came up with something that I think is a little bit cool and definitely unique. Haven't seen it done yet, so hopefully it'll still be new by the time I get around to doing it. So yeah, nuclear reactor's running, getting a bunch of power stored up in here. Oh yeah, look at all this good stuff. Nice, loving it. How's my heat level doing? Not turn it off, but there we go. Yeah, 626 reactor heat, not bad at all. Gonna head back to my main base now. Ta-da. And maybe check out my buildcraft room right quick. How's this stuff doing? Oh yeah, we can dump some fuel into my engines. That might be a good idea. And who knows what else I'm going to wind up getting to this episode. I don't want to do the Cosmic reactor thing just yet. I want to let that whole reactor cycle go through. But I'll probably wind up catching up with that in the next couple episodes. I might want to do a few more refinements to the way I want to do things before I go ahead and start cracking on that. So let's see what we can get working on today. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm going to craft up something that you guys have seen plenty of times by this point, but I'm doing it real quick for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and craft up here. I'm going to need some redstone, aren't I? Yeah, I stink. There we go. Have a stack should do plenty. Let's go ahead and craft up, if I got the right item here, this guy. A mining well. Sweet. And I'm going to, of course, upgrade him to a pump. There we go. And I'm probably going to want to grab a couple other items. Let's see. What do I got in my industrial craft chest here? I've got water teleport pipes. That's cool. Golden water pipe. Excellent. I'm probably going to need a couple of these empty cells. I don't know if I need more than that or not, but for now that'll work. What do I got in here? Ooh, I got another one of these. Cool. And a couple more of these. Perfect. I'm probably going to want some redstone engines. So where's my remote orderer? Redstone engines? Maybe 4 of them? Sure, why not? And, you know, we'll see what else we can do. I'm going to meet you guys back in the Nether, and I'll be right there. Alright, so hanging out back here in the Nether. You can see I'm still working on my apiary. It's doing its thing, waiting for this queen to die. Hopefully I can get a Sinister purebred for a change. I do want to hook up somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I'm thinking like maybe right here would be a nice spot to place just one geothermal generator. Nothing terribly fancy. And boy, those guys are loud and annoying, aren't they? Don't worry, I'll be dealing with them soon. Gonna go ahead and place down a water teleport pipe here. Let's go with frequency 10. It shouldn't matter what I go with. Alright, they're really loud and annoying, aren't they? There we go. That should be better, at least for now. And there we go. So frequency 10 can receive true. Got a geothermal generator ready to produce some energy. And you can see I got my pump here and some redstone. Now I've had a lot of people recommend that I go into the Nether to pump out all my lava. And while that's not a terribly bad idea, the problem is that the Nether doesn't stay loaded while I'm not in it. So if I head back to the overworld, my pump's not going to run. So I won't be able to get lava from the overworld into the underworld or vice versa in any way. Not a huge deal though. Let's go over here and make sure I have my Vulcanite amulet on my hotbar. That would probably be wise. And look at this giant pool of lava right underneath me. Doesn't that sound like a perfect spot for a... Cool, something's down there. I don't know what even that is. Alright, I gotta go inspect that because I have no idea what I'm looking at right there. Oh, it's just flames from the top. Okay, cool. Anyway, I don't know, it looked cool. Let's get out over here. And I'm probably going to have to go kill that ghast, if not for the fact that he were burning in lava right now. And let's do our standard little thing that we do to get, you know, some pumps going over a big lake of lava. Just going to be placing this thing above this thing like so. That doesn't look so bad. Go ahead and place down my pump. And what I'm going to do is just use these redstone engines here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place down this guy here, and I'll put down my water teleport pipe here to frequency 10, receiving true. Hey, alright dude, I am done with you. How's it going, Ghast? You're not the only guy who can fly, you know. Get back here. I know you're afraid. You should be. Alright, what kind of trouble did he cause for me? Oh, really, dude? You killed 2 of my engines? How fail is that? Very. I'll probably have to replace them in a bit. I'll come back in a little bit and do that, maybe. Cool. Good to know. Redstone engines are flammable. Nice. Alright, where am I at? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm building stuff. Let's go ahead and get a redstone torch here and just get these guys running. This thing doesn't have to run like crazy, so 2 redstone engines might just cut it. And now, is this thing like way too high or what? No, it's cool. It's going down. You can see the nice long little thing going down into here. It's going to start pulling up a bunch of lava. Better have my Vulcanite amulet on my hotbar, just in case I dip down too low. And what I should hopefully see happen here in a moment is some lava start to pump up through this pump. It's almost there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I have all the faith in the world in you. Hooray! You found your way into lava. And lava should start flowing out of here in just a moment. And once it does, I'll start heading back to my little main base over there. How are we doing? Come on, dude. I want this can receive to be false, by the way. Hey, there we go. Look, lava. Nice. I like it. Back to the base. How do we do over here? We've got some energy in there, so that's a good sign. It looks like we got our first drops of lava, at least. And receiving true. We'll give this guy a few minutes, and I'll be right back, just to check on his progress. Now that I'm back here in my overworld and I'm just hanging out for a few minutes, I'm going to grab my remote orderer and request 2 more redstone engines, since the 2 that got destroyed out there are lost at the moment. The next thing I want to do is request a machine block. I think should be all I need. I'm going to need a couple of these copper cables, so 2 of those should do fine for me. And let's see, what else do I need for that guy? I think I'm going to need 2 refined iron and 1 electronic circuit. Sweet. And how's my green bag doing? Do I have a bunch of glass fiber cables in here? Not quite as many as I would like. So let's go ahead and grab / borrow some more diamonds here. And maybe visit our glass chest. And then I'll get to crafting. What I want to do first is make a couple more glass fiber cables. I'm going to need a little bit of length here. No, that's the refined iron. Looks just like silver, doesn't it? What I'm going to do is take my machine block and combine it to get an MV transformer. And if I take my MV transformer with some refined iron, an electronic circuit, and some redstone, you can see the recipe over here is the Tesla coil. Sweet. This thing is just cool. It's going to automatically kill stuff for me, which is pretty much what my goal is. It's going to require some industrial craft energy, so you will need some of that going. Do I have a bat box just sitting around in here somewhere? If I do, yeah, maybe I'll take it with me. Might be cool. So let's consider if I have everything I need. I've got my glass fiber cables. I've got the extra redstone engines over there. Looking good. Alright, that should last for now. How am I, by the way, for red alloy wire? Plenty. So that's going to work great. Alright, hopefully I've got everything I need. Alright, made my way back into the nether. I guess the first thing I should do is go start doing whatever I can to get the pumps going a little bit faster. Going to grab my red alloy wire out of my green bag, and then I can use my swift wolves here to start flying around. Cool. I'm going to need some sticks anyway, so might as well craft 1 more redstone torch. Perfect. And now we should start getting lava a little bit faster than they were a minute ago. And of course, once those things hit the red and orange stage, we'll be a lot better off. Sweet. So this thing should start building up some lava on the inside, and that'll be good. I'm going to head in here, and as you guys can see, I tried to put some torches around, but that definitely isn't going to work here in the nether. So let's get started building what we're going to need to for an automatic kill system. What I want to do first is get this lava amulet on my hotbar. Where should we have this cool little machine? I might wind up just moving my portal spawner for a moment. I don't like it just sitting there in the middle of the room. So like maybe right here might be a nice spot. And I don't think that'll cause the blazes to spawn outside. At least I hope it doesn't. But I mean, we can always, test that in some way. And then I'll place my Tesla coil right here in the middle of the room. That might be cool. Do I want it in the floor or not? I'm thinking in the floor. Floor sounds cool. Look at that guy. Sweet. Next up, I'm going to want to have something that'll pretty much let me activate this guy remotely. And in order to do that, I'm going to get some red alloy wire and just run them up here. And this might be a little bit hard to see, so I apologize for that. But don't worry, I'm just running redstone wire. It's not something you haven't seen in the past. I should probably eat something, shouldn't I? I'm tired of being almost dead in this room. I mean, if I was thinking a little bit clearer, maybe I would say, move this spawner while I'm doing work in here. But so far I'm living, so... Yeah, I don't think I want that there, because now the torch is going to mess with my door. That would not be cool. So give me a minute to think about exactly where I want this lever, or whatever I'm going to use, to be. Let's do it right under the window. That might be a nice spot. So I'm just going to dig this thing out here, run this stuff up here, up the wall, and then I should be able to... I might not even need this wire here. Let's see. Now, if I place a lever right here, what do you guys think? Will I get the redstone cable thing effect going through the wall? Nope. Does need to be one more piece up there. See? Now we're good. So I'm going to cover up this flooring and be right back. And I decided something else that's going to be cool. I'm going to go ahead and take my diamond handsaw here and get some of this stuff. A bunch of netherrack covers, which will look nice. But I also wanted to check, do I have one in my bags here? I'm looking for something in particular. Yeah, I've got a red alloy ingot. Perfect. So I can take my red alloy ingot and surround it with some of these netherrack covers, right? And what that's going to get me is netherrack jacketed wire. So this might look kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. And maybe I also want to do something like this just to get myself... yeah, wrong stuff, dummy. Maybe just one more in here. There we go. And then what I can do is something like this to get some hollow covers. Would that be nice looking? I don't know. We'll see what we have to do. What I was just pretty much thinking was maybe like put this netherrack jacketed wire right here. Hey, quit it. These guys are a nuisance, aren't they? So yeah, maybe like the, or I'll probably need this still. There we go. And maybe my netherrack jacketed wire like through here. And if I put a hollow cover on the floor, hopefully this will look nice once I get through it. Netherrack jacketed wire straight down like that. How cool does that look? I think that looks kind of nice. And then I can just put regular netherrack right here. Dude, seriously? Come on. These guys gotta leave me alone before I start to have a problem with them. That should work perfectly. Yep, looks good. Kind of neat looking, isn't it? Alright, let's build the next piece of the system. Obviously, I'm going to have to power this little machine here. And what I was thinking is maybe just dig underground for a few minutes. Probably wind up going with something like this. I'll put my cabling like so. And hopefully I don't get to the point where I'm like too close to my redstone wiring and start knocking it off, but we'll see what happens. Basically, I want to have my bat box under here just as like a little, you know, intermediary power storage device. There we go. We should start getting some energy. That looks good. Yep, our geothermal generator's running. Look at all the juice we've got in there. Plenty of lava. Awesome. And then what I'm going to do is try and come up right underneath. Yeah, I did hit my stuff. That's alright, no biggie. I can resolve that real fast just by taking some netherrack right like so. Where's my ring? I'm trying to like stay a little bit out of the way of this room here. Gonna place this thing right here. And now that that looks good, I'm gonna get out of this room and turn off this lever because I don't want this Tesla coil active yet. And now I can just run my cabling like so. There we go. So now my Tesla coil should be connected. Let's see if I can get out of this little hole that I dug myself and test it out. And the best way to test it, of course, would be just to flip this lever. Ha ha ha, look at that. And turn it back off. Now that doesn't necessarily have to be a lever per se. And look at that, there was one little guy hiding over there. Take that, buddy. There we go. Took him down. Sweet. So, yeah, I think that works pretty well. A nice automatic kill room. Looking sharp. I like it. So, I mean, that was just like a fun little build to do while I was waiting for this queen to die off. Hopefully I'll get a purebred Sinister now. But anytime I want to go take care of these nifty little guys flying around in there, I'll just go flip the lever, and it's a nice auto kill switch. And I can use the power in that geothermal generator for other stuff as well. And look, there are some guys out here. I had a feeling that might be a problem. I don't want y'all hanging around out here, do I? Now, I did notice it didn't drop really much of anything, did it? Yeah, maybe they did. I don't know. I'm going to pop in here. Make sure to keep your lever off, because this thing does hurt. Let's just put this thing right like so. Nice. Got him. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that little design in there. Cool. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes unless this thing's dead already. It is. So come on, give me a purebred Sinister. That's all I really want. Hey, there we go. Sinister Queen. Sweet. I'm going to take some of this stuff back with me. I'm going to bring these guys back to my home base. Out of the nether and back into the overworld. There we go. Nice day outside for a run and teleport. You can see the world loading around me. So what I'm going to do is probably just, you know, we've got all these cool things going on here. I'm going to take my Sinister Queen and place her in there. And I'm going to go ahead and hook up the redstone torch that I need to have back underneath my room. I don't know if I said this on camera or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I actually did wind up turning off all these nifty little automatic thingies down here. Mostly because I have way more bee resources than I need at the moment. So I wound up just disabling. So my Sinister Queen here resists heat and is nocturnal. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the redstone, whatchamacallit. There we go. That should work just fine. And you'll notice that at the moment it's yelling at me, Sinister Queen, no flowers. So I might have some soul sand back at my main base and some netherrack, because that is what I'm going to have to do to get this queen to do her thing. So let's see, is it in my overflow chest? Yeah, I got some netherrack, and I've got some nether wart. Sweet. But I don't have any room in my bags here for anything, so let's just take those guys out. Look at all those flame rod thingies. They are awesome. Very happy about that. Alright, so if I plant, and let's see where I want to do this precisely. This should be good right here. Why not? Nice little spot for it. There we go. And my nether wart, right like so, that should satisfy my Sinister Queen, who is also nocturnal, by the way, so even though it's nighttime out, she's going to continue to do her thing. And because it's a purebred Sinister, I should be getting all Sinister princesses and drones, so my little redstone engine here will definitely take care of what I want it to do. Sweet. And I should start getting some good honeycomb stuff. Specifically, I'm looking to get these simmering combs. They will allow me to do some cool stuff going forward. And I will probably want to continue down that path, but we'll see. By the way, is this thing dead yet? No. Alright, I'll be back. And now that I've got my quarry off at the moment, I want to grab this gate and try something real quick, just to see if it works. I haven't tested this yet, so I'm not sure if this will do anything at all. But let's grab out of our bag here just a cobblestone structure pipe and this neat little gate that I just crafted here. I'm going to place it right there. And I'm going to say that if inventory is empty, emit a redstone signal. Ha, how cool is that? So now this little thingy's not spinning around all the time, but as soon as an item goes in there, it'll spin until the inventory is empty again. That's something I planned to do like a while ago, but just never really got around to. So now I did. So hey, that's kind of cool. Works perfectly too. Alright, I think it's time that I have to take this up a notch. I want to start being able to go on the move with this Client Star and use it for all kinds of stuff. So it's time, I think, for me to make a portable transmutation tablet. All I gotta do is make a regular transmutation tablet and get some dark matter blocks. Not a big deal. So let's get our Philosopher's Stone, some obsidian, and smooth stone real quick. Running low on smooth stone in my inventory anyway, so let's just do this. That should work. And miscellaneous valuables. There we go, there we go. Perfect. Get this guy converted down to this. Get my crafting table out. My Philosopher's Stone in the middle with obsidian and smooth stone in the corners gets me a new transmutation tablet. But I'm going to take my Client Star here and grab 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of dark matter. And if you recall from an episode or two back when I did this, just take those 4 pieces of dark matter and you'll get 4 dark matter blocks. And then I can craft myself with the dark matter blocks. Obviously expensive, but hey, transmutation on the go. I think it's worthwhile. That should get me the transmutation tablet. Ooh, pretty. And this thing works pretty much exactly like the transmutation table does. Just another item for me to carry along, of course, but now I should be able to transmute on the go. How cool is that? So I should be able to grab my red matter, whatever I want to do, and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's cool. Also, I have an idea on something I'd like to do with this little setup here. Give me a few moments and I'll be right back. Alright guys, what I decided I wanted to do is place down yet another one of these collectors in front of this Mark III relay. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to do something a little bit tricky. I had this idea, I was kind of playing around with different ways to accomplish this. And what I'm going to do is create a block breaker real quick. That's pretty simple and straightforward, as you can see. I don't know if I've used that yet this series, so if I haven't, welcome to the block breaker. It's a really cool device created by Elram in Red Power 2. And I'm also going to need to get a deployer, which you guys have seen so far in this series. So what happens is a deployer will right-click an item for you, right? And deploy blocks, replace whatever you got. And a block breaker will do the opposite. It'll break blocks and eat them up and put them in the network of pneumatic tubes that you might have. So I'm going to get some pneumatic tubes ready for that. And then what I'm going to do right over here is place down right on the floor, probably right here, my block breaker. Ta-da! Sweet. And then right here, I'm going to place down my deployer. How cool is that? Now what this thing's going to hopefully be able to help me do, and let's just get down here a little bit. And I want to make sure this things aren't touching or nothing. Yeah, they're all behaving themselves. Good. Just wanted to double check. The pneumatic tubes that I run out the back of this device should be able to connect straight up into this guy, the deployer. Right? And then I can take my marble brick and place it there. Now, all I hopefully have to do is test this out real fast. So I'm going to grab out of here with my Klein Star another Mark III collector. So, draining more EMC, but hey, gotta spend it to make it, right? And I'm going to place this collector Mark III right here in the deployer. Then I'm going to get a pressure plate and just place it down on the floor right in front of this thing. So let's see what happens when I step on this. Alright, nothing much. I didn't expect it to. But what I'm going to do next is probably dip under the flooring here, grab myself the redstone wire that I had, which I believe is somewhere in the bag here, and I should probably get out my pneumatic tubes again. So red alloy wire, let's take this marble jacketed stuff, and what I'm going to do actually is knock these off. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to take my pneumatic tubes and combine them with redstone, and that'll get me a redstone tube. Pretty nifty. So there we go. Looks like redstone tubes are connected to the side of that. Interesting. Not a big deal. And then if I place this guy here with this guy here, that should connect my pressure plate to my redstone tube network. And what should happen now is... ta-da! How cool is that? So it's kind of doing the opposite of what I want it to do right now, so I might need to get a NOT gate going or something. But basically, I'm probably going to, yeah, like I said, NOT gate would be good, because I want it to do the opposite of what it's doing. But I want it so that when I step on it, it removes the collector, and when I step off of it, it puts it back down. Neat. So give me a minute here, I want to get a NOT gate, and then I will hopefully be able to do this a little bit better. Hey, cool, my project table had a NOT gate sitting in there ready for me to collect. Perfect. So let's head down this path again and get back down there. So what did I want to do exactly? I'm probably going to have to knock this off here. Going to need some marble bricks for something like this. And maybe I should make it light in here so you can see what I'm doing. But basically it'll be something like that with my screwdriver helping to orient this properly. There we go. So now you can see it's not connecting to this guy, so I'm probably going to have to do something like maybe this. There's my chunk loader. Cool. Put this thing here with my NOT gate like that. And then maybe something like, oh, you know what I'm going to need is probably a strip real fast. If I get one of my stone cover strips and place it like so, it'll prevent this redstone wire from affecting this one. See what happens if I don't have that there? It will be something like this. Not at all what we want to happen. So stone cover strip in the middle there prevents things from touching. And then I can put my marble guy right here. Alright, let's see if that is going to work better for us. Ta-da! So now I've got another collector sitting there, and if I walk up to it, hold on, nobody panic. Oh, right. Alright, give me just a minute. Alright, let's see if this is working properly now. I'm going to place this guy back here. What I wound up doing is removing the redstone thingy here. This way the pressure plate is what activates the block breaker, and then the redstone wire with the NOT gate and everything is what's going to activate the deployer when I'm done getting off the plate. So let's try this guy right now. So I'm going to walk up to the pressure plate. Boom. I can do whatever I want, get my Klein Star out for example, and then step off and it replaces it. Cool. Step on, it picks it up. Probably just have to give it a second to make sure that it makes its way through the tubing there. But as long as I step on for more than about a second or so, the item should get through the tubing and land right there. So that's kind of cool. I might leave it like that for now. We'll see how it goes. If it becomes a problem or anything, I can always try and change it up a little bit, but I think that's going to work out pretty well. And because this thing's giving off a pretty solid light level, I don't have to put a glowstone on top of that. So I think we're doing pretty good with that. So that's just a little bit more EMC generation. Oh yeah, what's up? Alright, got my Diligent Industrious hybrid here. Gonna try and mate that with the Diligent Industrious drone, and maybe potentially an Industrious Queen? Nope, just another Diligent Industrious hybrid. Oh well, how's this guy doing? My Sinister Queen hanging out, doing her thing, and I'm up to 35 Simmering Combs, and got a couple Sinister drones hanging out, so it looks like we've had a couple cycles of that so far. Looking good. Alright guys, this feels like a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. So got my Infernal drone going, working on an industrial branch as well with my drones. Got my collector thing going on there, and got that nice little blaze farm going down in the nether. So if I need any more blaze rods going forward, I can head down there and get them. For now, I've got a good amount, which means I can probably start building some of those ender chests soon. We'll see about that. I'm going to have to set up a system at some point to handle all the energy that I'm producing down in my nuclear reactor. So the ender chests are definitely going to help with that type of a problem. And definitely got a few more things planned down here. Like I said, do plan to make a different reactor design in the future once this one cycle gets done. Now that I've got an idea in my head of exactly how I want it to work, I'm going to go ahead and execute it. So that you guys definitely want to stay tuned for, because I think it's pretty neat. It's definitely a cool and somewhat different way of doing a Cosmic reactor. So hope you guys enjoyed episode 41 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch y'all next time.